So, welcome at our current solo show by Lena Marie Emrich here at Office and Part. The exhibition is called Brace Brace, and we are very happy that we are having today an interview with Lena about this show and her new work series. So, Lena, let's start maybe with the first question. The exhibition is called Brace Brace, and Lena, for you, what is the overarching theme of the show?
For me, the overarching theme is transit and how we as individuals experience transit. And I think nowadays it's a very interesting moment to engage with this topic because there's a lot of tension in the air, and this is what this exhibition is trying to capture.
So you did a whole new work series, including 2 photographs, and maybe let's start with that. So what is the photographic series about?
The photographic series is called Brace Brace, like the exhibition title, and we see the performance artist Bianca Vasquez in the brace position that we normally hear by the stewards, but we never go ourselves in this position, which is a position never enacted. And normally, if you would do it, it means you're very close to death. So what we did is that we reenacted this specific position in an intimate space in Bianca's studio. So this photograph therefore creates a tension. The details that are shown are very powerful.
In your work, you often place ordinary objects in new contexts. And what objects did you use for this show, Lena?
So there's one series which is called the Backseat series, and it's the abstraction of a tray table you would normally find in an aircraft or a train. And the beautiful thing is it's an object that we oversee because we are traveling and we have it in front of us for several hours, so it gets neutral. But actually this object is loaded by the gaze of the persons looking at it, and therefore is telling its own story.
It's the second time in your work in general that you are using the hand dryer as an object in your work. So why the Dyson and what do we see?
It's a good moment to point out the text that was written for the exhibition by Estelle Oy, which is called Last Call, Platform Unknown. And in this text, she's talking about breath and how breath is actually more poetic than poetry can ever be, because it really depends on the situation how we breathe. And for me, the hand dryer is a symbol for this very human action, and by taking away its breath, it becomes a symbol. And what also is very interesting in the series, or in the Backseat series as well, that we sometimes find activating objects. Like in the Backseat series, we would find a pink scarf of my grandmother, and in the V series, we have a branch crawling out of the abstracted Dyson. And for me, this is a very important moment to also have a break with the very sleek aesthetics of my objects and to personalize them a little bit like that. Because as we said in the beginning, it's about transit and this very special feelings you can have.
Your show, or the whole show, and the new works have been all inspired by a poem by the poet Mahmoud Darwish. And maybe you want to tell us a little bit more about how that happens and what fascinates or inspired you to that.
I think it's very interesting because a friend of mine, Grace Denise, was sending me this poem years ago, and I'm carrying it around for a long time. And now for this very exhibition, I decided to use it as a starting point, and then I did the research and actually researched about the author and his background. And even before, it had a very deep meaning to me. And then through the research, it got even more urgent to use it. And I think this is the beauty of poetry, and also about how you can discover my objects, because first they are a surface, and then if you like, you can dig deeper and find a whole story for yourself.
Thank you very much, Lena, and for everyone listening and seeing this interview. The exhibition is running until 10th of January 2025, and if you have any further queries, we always look very much forward to hear from you.